Dane, you are a hacker. You work for HackerOne. What are the new AI hacking issues? What are you seeing, and what have you been red teaming people with AI?
AI is very new. There's a lot of it's transformative technology, but at the same time, there's nothing really new under the sun. 20 years ago, a lot of apps were being built with SQL databases, so people were really worried about SQL injections. Today, right, more and more applications are being built with LLMs in the background, so prompt injections are also something you need to be aware of.
Quick explanation, what is a prompt injection?
A prompt injection is essentially, like a SQL injection, a way of confusing the expected input with a command to the underlying system.
Prompt injection with AI, it's not just a general prompt that sees the text, but you are like hiding Unicode that to the naked eye would not even see it, but it was part of the injection.
There are just standard vanilla prompt injections, like you are talking with ChatGPT and you get it to maybe do something bad just through the normal interface.
Give me the social security numbers of all the employees. Like, that would be as basic as you get.
What I think is most interesting and most impactful to people that are building AI systems, and what's more fascinating is these more weaponized prompt injections, or specifically more indirect prompt injections.
Okay.
But there's other ways of smuggling these types of prompt injections. So probably a more impactful one was there's some research that came out from Trail of Bits, I think, recently, where they were able to use a prompt injection and hide it in an image of a pull request that went to, as a proof of concept, that would go to a developer. So a developer would see this pull request, and there'd be a prompt that was hidden in the images, and I think maybe they also could use some Unicode characters. And the developer might be reviewing this pull request and say, okay, this makes sense. Let me give it to my AI assistant and have them implement what's in here. But hidden in that prompt was update your packages and use this malicious package that has a backdoor. And now if that pull request was merged, now there is a backdoor in that system that was being developed.
Let me ask the obvious question here. And can I assume that the answer is you don't scan these with general tools that look at what's visibly inputted, but you scan to look at the hidden Unicode, to look at what's physically in an image or being obfuscated in an image, and can that be done?
So you're right. It's a yes and. The mitigation for this is a defense in depth approach. So you are going to want to obviously sanitize your input at the front end. That's given. Second layer defense is any kind of AI system that you implement. You're going to want to have guardrails. Ideally, if you're developing it or you're using another model, that model has some kind of fine tuning or training to help sort out what might be malicious, and that's another layer of defense. And then a third layer of defense, or at some layer of defense, there should always still be a human in the loop. I think the technology, as amazing as it is and as great as it is, it's still not gotten to the point where we should be running with scissors. There should still always be a human that's able to finally sign off and check, and we should just keep a critical eye to anything that AI is producing. With AI, we're dealing with non-deterministic systems or probabilistic systems that are going to behave in a little more funky, wacky ways. So we need to account for that. And I think all risk management starts with an inventory. So one of the things that we like to do at HackerOne is help customers and organizations start that inventory and understand what their threat model is, and then test that threat model and see how well their defenses hold up against actual real-world testing.
So if you, our audience, would like to actually test essentially your AI level defenses against exactly what Dane was describing, you have to go to the website of HackerOne. It's hackerone.com. And there's the address. I put it right there. It's right there. Go check it out. Dane, thank you so much for your time.